Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot again for today's reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Tuesday, the 3rd of August, and what this day is going to look like. So I'm just going to shuffle these a few times. Let's see what the cards have to say about Tuesday. I hope you've had a really good start to the month. Let's see what this day is about. So first card we've got the King of Swords. So you're able to make crystal clear decisions and stick by them. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so too much of a good thing because you rush into things and don't think them through. And then finally the Nine of Cups, hopes and dreams being realized. So that's very interesting, because the Knight of Swords takes away from the wisdom of the King of Swords. They're both court cards. The King of Swords is someone who's totally in charge of the suit of swords, which has to do with how you make decisions and how you see things, your level of experience, your insights, your ability to problem solve, and to decide for other people as well. So he's a leader. What he says goes, and what he decides to implement or to change has a much larger knock-on effect. We've got these butterflies in the background, so he transforms situations through thinking and through looking at things clearly and analyzing them and making sense of them. The Knight of Wands isn't quite there yet. The Knight of Wands is much more extreme. So he hears something that irritates him and off he goes on the horse, which is panicked because he's pushing it so hard, and he's just relentless in pursuing what it is that he wants, or reacting to things that he thinks need to be resolved straight away or dealt with, or it's just standing up for himself and fighting. It's really, he doesn't wait around to think very much. He reacts very quickly. So he's extreme in the sense that he reacts too quickly, but also he's extreme in his reactions. So it's like saying, hi, how are you, to someone who's in a bad mood and they bite your head off. It's that kind of thing. But the Knight of Swords is something that's also useful because the extreme nature also allows you to really jump on something that's temporary, like an opportunity, or to make a split decision in the moment. I remember I was at a book signing many years ago, and it was very clear that there were no photographs to be taken. No photographs. And everyone followed the rules except this group of people, 3 people. And what they did when it was their turn, and it probably was premeditated, it wasn't a split-second decision, but they reacted very quickly. And what they did is, when they went up to the author, rather than shake the hand, 2 of them threw themselves down in front of the table, and the other one posed next to the author without the permission, and they got this amazing picture. So I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's really being in the moment, and that's the Knight of Swords energy, where you have to create something in the moment and respond in the moment. Another thing that's coming to mind is if you're at a traffic light and you're a teenager and someone pulls up next to you and indicates that they want to race when the lights turn green, you know, after the red, then if you want to participate in that race, then you've got to make a decision in that moment, whether you're going to accelerate or not. So the King of Swords allows you to make really good decisions about everything in your life, really, because he's able to think clearly. He's able to make a decision when it comes to love, to work, to the future, to his health. It's being consequential, if that makes sense. Like, I have a thought, therefore I'm going to make a decision and change things so that the future looks differently. So I want to be well built, so I'm going to decide to go to the gym, and then I'm going to do it. I don't want to smoke anymore, so I'm going to stop smoking, put the cigarettes away, and be a non-smoker. It's really the ability to decide and to follow through on things which are problematic. With the Knight of Swords then, that thinking becomes too much of a good thing, and you become extreme in your decision-making process. So it's, I want to be in shape, so I'll go to the gym, but 3 times a week isn't going to do it. I have to go twice a day. I want to stop smoking, but just quitting isn't going to do it. I have to stock up on loads of patches and just stick them all over myself. It's too much. So if you find yourself being obsessive or overly extreme or really entrenched in one thing and you find yourself digging your claws in, just pull back a little bit, because there's no need to overcompensate for anything. You do have that clarity. So the behavior of really overdoing it to compensate for something else, a lack of information or lack of certainty, you don't need to go there. If you decide to do something and you want to make it happen, do it as you normally would. Don't feel the need to go overboard. Your hopes and dreams are very likely to be realized on this day. So if you make a decision and you use his ability to commit to something, but not the extremes of overdoing it, then you can get to the 9 of Cups, which is your hopes and dreams coming true. So I made a decision and I get the outcome that I wanted. The 9 of Cups is a pub landlord, and he's doing so well that he's put all these cups out and he's presenting them free of charge, filled with wine to his friends and family. That's his dream, to have his own pub to share with the ones he loves. And he's doing so well in realizing that desire that he's got more than enough, and he can actually throw a party for his own friends and family rather than make a business out of it. Each cup represents something that's a hope and a dream, something that you desire. So you've got a huge number of hopes and dreams to choose from. You're able to see what's going to work and what isn't going to work very clearly with the King of Swords. So make a decision about what makes you happy in life and what you want to be thinking about and what you want to engage with. You're the boss. You're the one who has crystal clear perspective. Do spend some time with the things you enjoy. If there is a lack of clarity in one of the areas of your life, you haven't quite figured it out. What am I going to do with my diet or my friendships or my relationship or my job? I don't know quite what I'm going to do yet. Look at that 1 cup and say, okay, do I want to stay in this situation? Do I want to alter it? Do I want the future to be different? Make a decision and really make a promise to yourself to do something about it, but to keep calm and to be consistent. So the extremes of the Knight of Cups in Swords means that you could be distracted from your decision-making progress and realizing your hopes and dreams because other things grab your attention and you gallop off in the wrong direction. You are distracted. The focus is pulled away. So anyone who wants to get into an argument with you, or if there is a little slight or a jab and you want to retaliate and launch into some big tirade, avoid all of that. The opinions of other people, conflict, arguments, challenges, all of those are outside world things that are going to affect you in the sense that you react extremely. You go over the top. The things that are solid and worthwhile are the King of Swords and the 9 of Cups. Make decisions for yourself. Think for yourself. You have the perspective, not other people. Decide what you want to focus on and make it happen. Manifest your dreams. And don't let yourself be derailed by information, problems, news, the problems of other people. Anything that is external and that is trivial and really, in terms of the big picture, doesn't matter. Try and stay calm around that and put your focus on things that are in your mind's eye, what you're thinking about, and how you can make that a reality. You'll get a lot from that. Number-wise, we've got court cards. 1 and 1 is 2, and 9 is 11. Wow, that's amazing. We've had that, I think, 3 or 4 days in a row now. 11 is the master number of service. So be of service to yourself by deciding what it is you want to manifest. Be of service to other people indirectly by following that process and inspiring others who watch you. And be of service to yourself by listening to your own ideas and your certainties rather than being distracted and derailed and confused by others. So it's much more about the inner world than the outer world. The inner world leads to success. The outer world is extreme and difficult. So have a fabulous day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have a fabulous Tuesday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.